The Rangers offseason is finally over. With like a month before the preseason starts. Just about a month. The freaking offseason is finally Jover. Thank God. Alexis Lafreniere, 2.325 for 2 years. I think it was Elliot Friedman who said it best. This is a 1-year deal for the Rangers to see if it works out or not. If it doesn't work out, Lafreniere will not be here in 12 months. Hope it works out. Hope he becomes an elite number 1 overall pick. Do I think it'll happen? I think the odds are against him. I just hope he will. I'm a defender of where does... For those of you that live with your significant others, your ads that pop up are a result of your internet searches. When your internet searches are Michael Kors, David Yurman, Prada, Gucci, and things like that, that's what you get. Michael Kors. Speaking of Kors, this is a pretty light team. And when I say light, I mean it is not as cap happy as we need it to be. We are light in cash. This is a 22-man roster. We literally do not have enough money to call up a single player. Not even, like, nobody. We don't got shit. I believe at the trade deadline, assuming there are no roster moves, the Rangers can go into the deadline with, I think, $3 million in cap. Now, one thing to consider is theoretically you could afford a $1.5 million player, because if you send down Licardio, who I just for some reason, why did that not affect the cap? Did I do something wrong? Did I just break my computer? Where'd the decision go? Am I tripping balls right now? Okay, well, anyways, if Lecision wasn't there, I don't know why. I don't know where he is. He's somewhere. Did I buy him out? I'm going crazy, aren't I? Okay. Either way, if he's not there, the cap is around $1.5 million, so you could literally afford a $1.5 million player, and you'd be at $0 in cap space. I don't think the Rangers can do that. I don't even think Lecision is going to be the 13th forward. I'm just saying, for cap purposes, he'd probably be the most cap efficient player to have. These are the lineups I have predicted for this season. Panarin, Zibanejad, and Capo Caco, Travis Matthew. That's the brand that I look up because I like Travis Matthew closer. Very, very, very cozy. Lafreniere, Hedel, the wheel deal as line 2, Kreider, Trocheck, VC line 3, Goody, Bonino, Pitlick line 4. Is it the best forward roster in history? No. But if Caco, Lafreniere, and Hedel are all suddenly 50-plus point players, that's a pretty damn good top 6. And that third line with Trocheck and Kreider is really, really good, I think. Especially if Trocheck puts up 60 points again, which I don't think he will without Panarin. But if he puts up 55-plus points and Kreider puts up 50 points, that's an amazing third line. And it's probably one that's going to be pretty defensively efficient, too. Oh, there's Lecision. He's on defense. Found him. There you go. Oh, you're probably screaming at your computers. Fox, Trouba, Schneider on the right, Lindgren, Miller, Gustafsson on the left, Igor, and Quick. I don't think Zachary Jones is going to be the scratch. I fully expect Jones to get traded before the season starts, but he's who we have right now. Assuming he's not going to be there. Why does that keep happening? Thank you. Ben Harper. You said, look, extra 50, 40 grand. 30 grand pennies. Doesn't make a difference. But this is the roster we're going to see, guys. I'm not really, I could do a deep dive on Lafreniere, but what's the point? I mean, yeah, I don't know what the point. There's not really much of a point. We all know about Lafreniere. He's been disappointing at the NHL level. He hasn't really been given a whole lot of opportunity, but he also hasn't really done much to seize, or not seize, or to be given a super duper opportunity. He's got minutes and. He scored some highlight reel goals. And he's done some good things, some fun things. But it's like, I think it was also Elliot Friedman that tweeted out yesterday. It might not have been Friedman. He might have retweeted it, but someone tweeted out the contracts recent first overall picks have gotten off of their ELC. And I'm pretty sure he's the only one in recent years to be getting a bridge deal and not an actual contract because he's just been that bad. I don't want to say he's been bad. He has not been good. He certainly has not been good. Again, there are moments of brilliance, and then there's moments of like the playoffs where he went seven games without a friggin' point, which hurts when you're trying to win hockey games in the playoffs that matter. So we're going to need a lot out of Alexis Lafreniere this year. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I realized I wasn't sharing my screen. What a dumbass. But yeah, 0 points in 7 playoff games. Like Lafreniere needs to do a lot. He's got to step up. It is do or die. It is fucking boom or bust. He's gonna be 22 years old by game 3 of the regular season. It's time. Just your third coach. At some point, it's no longer the coach. Now, granted, we've had 2 really weird coaches beforehand, but at some point, the onus is on him, and he has got to step up. He has got to do something. I am praying on him. I am a Laffy defender, and it is not easy being one of those these days. It is not. So we need him to freaking step up and become a superstar. Or at the very least, a star. Something. He's the number 1 overall pick, bro. Help me out here. I love Lafreniere. I think he does great things. I think he's a great hockey player. I just don't think he's anywhere near his potential. And he's not showing me any indication that his full potential will ever be reached. So, I don't know. With a hope and a prayer. I'm trying to make content. I promise you I'm trying, but there's nothing to make content out of this offseason. We did the grid games. We've done everything we could. We tried doing reactions to cringy TikToks. Like we've tried everything. It's just we just gotta wait for the hockey season to start, and it's around the corner. Fortunately enough, hockey season is almost here. I believe the Rangers Flyers prospect scrimmages those have to be less than a month because I believe training camp starts the 15th or 16th of September, and then you have preseason from the what is the NHL preseason schedule? Yeah, so preseason in a month. So training camp probably on the 15th or 16th. Usually get about a week, and we'll go from there. You know what I might even do? I might see if Python and Ice Cold want to do a live stream. We'll live stream the first preseason game. We'll see. But until that time, if content comes around, I'll make content. If not, I'm not going to force myself and shit post on you guys. It's not really worth it for your time. So hopefully something happens. Maybe a Zach Jones trade. Maybe a Barclay Goodrow trade. Who knows? Anyways, appreciate y'all watching the video as always. Love you guys. Appreciate you bearing with us in this really boring and quiet offseason because that's exactly what it's been. Boring and quiet. Day 1 was fun and it has been nothing since then. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully soon. Deuces.